great to be the guy that does the bottom end or the right side or the left side, but in reality, what our title wants to be is the 8-time world champ, and to do that, we need to work as a team.
There's a ton of different responsibilities that go into a race team. Ultimately, what you see is the race car and the race car driver on a given 500-mile race or in a given 500-mile race competing and seeing a result. But what you don't see is all the behind-the-scenes work that goes into building the race car, maintaining the race car, prepping it, logistically taking it to the racetrack, and being a part of what NASCAR does each and every week when they bring the haulers in, when everything has to be on time to the minute. There's a lot of prep work that goes into a race car.
Almost the way it breaks down, and it almost creates kind of a parallel. You have a driver in the racing team. We have a driver in the vehicle. Now, he's not the only one out there doing it, and there's an entire crew with him, but the same thing with the racing team. You have the crew chief, that's like the vehicle commander. You've got the individuals out there, changing tires in the pit crew, similar to our mechanics and our communications officers, and the ones who really get us prepared to go out there and fight.
When I'm driving, two people I only ever usually talk to is my crew chief and my spotter. And more often than not, I'm listening to my spotter, and it's a 50-50 balance between talking and listening to my crew chief, because I need to know what's going on with the race, understand our strategy, our pit window, what our tire cycles are and things like that.
What makes a winning team is guys that'll listen. A group of people that understand they're that great and that good, but still can listen to the other guys on the team about what might help.
Yes, communications that's one of the biggest things that we need to fight. I mean, if you can't communicate and you won't know where guys are on the battlefield, and the same thing, I guess, with the racing guys, they got communications with Camo, where they're driving, they're talking to their pit crews and giving them updates what's going on. And we do the same thing in the Army. We'll call sit reps back to headquarters if we're out, letting them we're at this grid, such and such, so they can keep a track of us while we're out. So Camo is big. It's one of the biggest things.
Yeah, communication is probably the most vital, as far as the whole big picture goes, because everybody's got to be on the same page.
Communication is important to anything. It's the flow of information and ideas to one person to another. And if you have a team that communicates really well and keeps everybody informed, then you have a very highly effective team, whether it be trained lieutenants or in combat.